Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Ball handed off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And now the handoff. Running through the tackle. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback still with the football. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going to try to use his legs here. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's 3rd down. Do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Hey, I like the aggressive approach here, trying to pick up this first down, just not able to execute, and now you've given the opposing offense really good field position. Your defense better step up.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Looking for a man. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down, the 17.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He lets it rip.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Offense tries that under the field, looking to start a drive here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a man deep down the left side. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws. It's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Here comes the handoff. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it. He just misses it.
Direct snap to the back.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
But that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. He keeps it on a design run. We're able to convert. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. The ball is caught. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with a quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Well, early on, it's a fun battle for the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Back to throw again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Pass caught. Can he get in?
He's been sharp on his touch.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Change the pre-snap look now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking deep down the left side. And he hauls it in to the 15, still going. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
We'll go with the ground takes the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. QB keeper all the way. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to the left, pass caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent game.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down, looking to throw the football. The sure hands, it's Ross. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
It's Ross. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Looking to throw yet again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. In the clear at the 25. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This drive has now reached the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Design quarterback run. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's a deep shot right down the middle. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. And they'll give it to the back. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion. Keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down. It's a run. Running back's got it. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout by the offense.
Third down after that running play. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They're trying to run it with the option. They'll run it here. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
That's a good read. Got him a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, chunk of yards himself as well.
Second down, looking to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He got it. The field goal's good. And with that, they regain the lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's running out of time here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. Offense ready to start this drive. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Extending the play now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught by the receiver. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this 1st down.
And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
That gain sets up a 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. He's looking to throw. On the move now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score.
Yes, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the offense trots back out on the field again. They go with a direct snap. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking for his back. Caught. Completion. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pass caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He could go. Now the 40, the 30, past the 10.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
at the 30.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. He's got a man down the middle. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Delivers quickly to the left side. And is intercepted. He's bringing it back. Inside the 40. At the 20. Inside the 10. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And they go up 18 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Over the middle, it's Morris. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down, but the recovery and the return could be a game-changing moment.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Now they're running on the toss. When he had a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete even on a 1st down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaks free. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now big decision coming up here on 4th.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be 2nd down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. The running back here in a direct snap. Makes the 1st down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position. So the right call is made, and you pick up the 1st down.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody to cut.
Oh, they trap him for a sack. This will be a challenge now. 2nd and goal, back at the 13. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
They safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Makes the read. They'll give it to the running back. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a clue in the play. Come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's complete with a shovel pass. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grabbed by the receiver. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. 1st down in the red zone.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. They'll run the option. There's the handoff. Gets the first and still running.
Well, Chris, you don't see this very often. Pitching it to a receiver on the option, and the defense had no idea that he was in play. Takes it to the house for a touchdown.
And they'll set up with PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And out comes the offense set to take over here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. That completion makes it 2nd and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's Morris. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to chuck it again. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackled right after the catch. The offense is now in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice gain. He's caught. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. They just have to be smart.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Pass midfield. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Here's the option play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving, Now you've given your opponent a chance to get...
Looking for a deep completion. Oh, he almost had another interception. It'll be second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking for a late, deep throw. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but he could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. One massive play has moved the football just outside the red zone. First down. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Finds an open target on the left side. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it.